Good morning and welcome back to my channel. Today you're going to hang out with me as I get ready. It's going to be a beautiful day here in California. I think we have a high of 65. So I wanted to incorporate some color into my wardrobe today. But first I have to put on my makeup. So sit down and relax and hang out with me as I get ready. So I'm going to take advantage of this semi-warm weather and I'm going to incorporate some color into my outfit. And I decided I'm going to finally wear those purple pants that I got from H&M. I love that color so much, but it's a bold color. And I get a lot of comments sometimes asking like, how do you incorporate a bold color like that into your wardrobe? I like to pair a bold color that maybe I'm not too comfortable with a color that I'm absolutely comfortable with, and that color is black. I love black. The majority of my wardrobe is black, and that's one of the reasons why I decided to change up things a little bit and to incorporate a little bit more color into my daily outfits. For today's makeup look, I decided to do kind of like an everyday look, something that's really super easy to go to, because sometimes I think what intimidates us about makeup is that it looks so complicated. So the way I look at makeup is the same way I look at fashion, the same way I look at tattoos, and the same way I look at hair. It's your journey and it's your self-expression, and you need to pick what works for you, and that's the best method. And truthfully, what works for me the majority of the time is the simple method. I find myself getting really wrapped up in like complicated techniques, and while they're fun and I absolutely think that there is a place for everything, I know for me in my daily makeup, I like things just to be simple. Now my tip for a good pencil to use underneath your waterline is to get a gel pencil. If you get a regular just black pencil, it's going to be hard to apply and it's not going to go on smoothly. I like my eyes. I like doing a fun makeup on my eyes. So even with a daily makeup, I still want my eyes to be the star of the show. Now my tip for using this technique is to get your applicator brush wet. It will stop it from just flying all over your face, and it applies a little bit easier. And remember, we're all about simple and easy, but dramatic today. Another thing that I noticed in my makeup journey when I started it is I was ignoring the upper part of my eyelid. I never put makeup up there for some reason. And it's kind of, you know, it was a wasted space. There was something I could do with my eyes, and that would be to add a little makeup up top. I'm taking the same eyeshadow that I used as the eyeliner, and I'm just going to smudge it out just a little bit in the corners of my eye. And I like this for a dimensional effect, and again, I think it just adds to the overall general look. Another thing that I'm no longer shying away from is just a little bit of glitter in the corner of your eyes. I was always like, ooh, I can't wear glitter. Well, you know what? I can, and I love it. I have to tell you, probably the best technique I learned is to put my eyeshadow on first and then my foundation. That has been a game changer. I think one of the hardest part of my makeup journey has been the foundation part. I just noticed the other day when I was out in the sun, I had the wrong color. It was a yellow-based foundation, and I was super bummed. I went into a store, I got color matched, and I really feel like I got color matched the wrong color. And bummer, because that was not cheap. So I decided I know my skin best. You know what? I know what works for me, what doesn't work for me, and I'm no longer going to put my fate of my makeup in somebody else's hands. But that doesn't mean that I won't go in and ask for advice. I am not saying that I'm an expert, but I do know me best. And a lot of times when I am learning something, or if I am not 100% sure, I have a tendency to be like, well, you know more than me. And sometimes we know ourselves better. So I consider that as a learning lesson, and hopefully it's a learning lesson for you also. You know what? I took one for the team. Let's just put it that way. My tip for your blending sponge is don't forget to get it just a little damp. It makes it so much easier. I am still using my Charlotte Tilbury powder, however. I am a firm believer that not all of your makeups have to be from the same manufacturer. You can find what works for you regardless of the brand and make sure you use that one. So I was on TikTok the other day just scrolling around and I came across a video about this new product for your eyebrows. And it's almost like you get the same effect as microblading. And did I buy it? Absolutely. Am I gonna share it with you when I get it? Absolutely. So I'm super excited to see how that one's gonna work out. If you make a mistake doing your brows like I just did, I painted down way too low, you just smush it off and you keep on trying. So I was intimidated by a brow. Absolutely should not have been intimidated, and I'm glad that I changed my philosophy on that. And just like everything else in life, we need to start telling ourselves what we can do and stop telling ourselves what we can't do. Because I'm telling you right now, we can do anything we put our minds to. It's whether or not we listen to ourselves or if we listen to other people and sometimes just the little mean voices in our heads. Because I have to tell you, I mean, you all know that I am a recovering alcoholic, so I have to be really careful about my inner voices. Because like I said, sometimes my inner voices make that mean girl in junior high school seem like a Girl Scout. I have purposely told myself everything I can do, and I stopped telling myself everything I couldn't do. One of the funnest things that I've done here lately is start using bronzer. But with the bronzer, I have run into a little bit of situations to where it wasn't really working the way I wanted it to. It was coming out a little bit too dark. I mean, I've been out and about, looked at the mirror, like in my rear view mirror, and I'm like, wow, I have stripes on my face. And was I upset with myself? No, not at all. It's a learning lesson, and I'm never gonna learn how to do bronzer unless I try it and make mistakes. I mean, that's all part of learning. We get so wrapped up on not making mistakes that we don't give ourselves the opportunity to learn. We're so scared to not be perfect, and we're so scared to not be, to do things wrong that we stop trying. And that's not right. We have to continuously try new things. Once we stop trying new things, that's when we're gonna be old. So I am gonna go in. I know that I blended it out with my brush. I just wanna make sure that I don't have any of those stripes I just told you about. I like just adding a little bit of color to my cheeks without that just like blah, 80s kind of pink stripe that I used to wear all the time. I remember one time I went to the airport to pick up my boyfriend at the time. And I was really nervous. He had gone somewhere to see his family. And I was really nervous about picking him up. And for some reason, because I was nervous, I kept on putting it was a very kind of shimmery blush on. And I just had a nervous thing. I was like, add to it. I remember I was at the airport and I was adding to it. And I just had the most amazing stripes on my face. And I still remember his reaction. He was like, I met him at the airport and literally he was like, whoa. I'm like, what, are you so happy to see me, or is it just my amazing makeup? And I still remember how I was like, darn, maybe I should have like found something else to do with my nervous energy. Just remember, sometimes more is not better. And if you're nervous, do something else besides just keep on adding blush to your makeup look. Another part of my makeup journey that I really enjoy is the bold lip. Now, I like a bold lip, but I also too love just kind of like a nude kind of glossy lip. And that is something that I'm going to look into, and that's something I will master. And of course I'll bring you along on that journey because I don't do this on my own. I mean, we're kind of a little team here. We are Team 2023 trying new things, and I will figure out how to do that just gorgeous nude lip. For me, if I put a primer on my lip and then I fill it in with my pencil, it has a tendency to last longer throughout the day. And sometimes I just don't want to worry about my lipstick all day long. Now, I did get this little e.l.f. stick. It's been out for a while. It was like $5. You can put it on your eye, you can put it on your cheek. It makes the pencil not so matte. And I really like my little $5 e.l.f. makeup. All right, My face is done. Now let's go put on that cute, colorful outfit. Okay, I am all dressed. Of course, Indy is here. She didn't get to help me put on my makeup, but she is here to help me show you my outfit. This is the Topshop little graphic tee, and I absolutely love it because it says, make it happen, because we all need to make it happen. I really like this belt. Let me show you this belt. It is embroidered, and I like that because some of the belts that I have, it's like stamped on, and then the design starts to flake away. This is embroidered, so I don't have to worry about that. I have these amazing purple pants that I got from H&M. These are kind of a menswear pant, and then, so you can see, I have my Holly platform Doc Martens. Now it's supposed to be, I said, like 65 degrees, so I am gonna need a little jacket, and the one that I'm going to be wearing is this cute little jacket I found at Goodwill, and it has the embroidery on the back. It's from Forever 21. I got it for like $5, and that's how it would look from the back. Isn't this cute? And the bag that I'm going to be using, this is my go-to Rebecca Minkoff nylon backpack. Absolutely love this backpack. This has been my go-to backpack now for like 4 years. So I will wear that. I will have my cute little Ray-Ban cat eye glasses. That will be my final look for my beautiful California afternoon. So Indy and I wanted to thank you for hanging out with us and getting ready. She is so excited to finally get to be a part of this video, as you can tell. But again, I linked all of the products and my outfit in the Shop My Look link, which is down below. So if you want to check anything out, by all means, please do that. So please remember to like and subscribe, because Indy really likes it when you hang out with us, and so do I. And until next time, remember, be bright, be bold, be brave. Indy, do you have anything to say? She says follow her mommy. Anyway, I will see you all tomorrow. Bye.